Oh, yes.
What the flip is this UI?
This is the 5M update. I don't know. I've had it for a couple days now. Ooh. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be completely honest with you guys. There's a lot of different things I could do. I talked about it. Uh, I talked about it a little bit yesterday. Obviously, I ended pretty abruptly. Um, but I don't know. Also, sorry. Thank you, Wave, for the tier 1. Thanks. 8 months. Damn. I can't believe it's already been. We're almost circling back to a full year of trying to make FIB work. Obviously, we had a little bit of a detour with FIB and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I will say this. Um, if I decide that I'm done with no or with FIB, I'll be done with NoPixel too. I don't really have a desire to do what I did back in like November, December, or actually I guess it was more December, January, where it got shot down the first time and Kiwo left and I was kind of just like drifting, you know, trying to join the PD and not really having a goal. And I do not want to do that again. I really do not want to do that again. Would I perma Booba? I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Hey, thank you, Nacho, for the 10 months. I don't
Less
know
than
why it says
3.
null. I don't know. Are you interested in trying like other RP like RDR2? Well, I already I got convinced to apply for wild RP and I already got denied, so I mean that was a while ago. Would you perma link? I'm not even thinking about that. I don't care. I'll be completely honest. I probably will quit NoPixel and I'll probably stop streaming in general. If I stop FIB. And I don't really know. I don't know if I really want to continue I don't know if I really want to continue the role play without McConnell, to be completely honest with you guys. Because he's the reason I'm here. He is the reason that I even got started down this. So I don't know how long I'm going to stream today. It might be a short one. My goal is to just talk it out and try to figure it out for myself too. Because I don't know what I want. I don't know. I just know that I mean, I don't even know if the support that we were getting, if we're going to get it anymore without McConnell. So does that mean it's just going to be like shot down in the water? And is it even, do I even want to try just to get shot down? Any idea why McConnell's taking a break? I mean, I have speculations. I honestly, he messaged me once, like last night, and I just, you can't even see. Actually, it might be a little easier to see on the desk. Yeah. Um, let me get. I want to actually get the color going. Uh, What? Why no work? There we go. Local sheriff department breaking into FBI in real life with 5 to 6 people without consequence for them is kind of dumb, but what do I know? Well, we didn't have things set up fast enough. This happened way too quick. If we would have had things to where they were and ready to be, and this happened, it would have been a lot different, you know? But we just weren't ready for it. We just weren't ready for it. Thank you, Nacho. That means a lot. I appreciate the kind words, as always.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for the 3 months. Lang did warn you? Well, it's not even that it's FIB is over. It's just that he's gone. What happened? I don't know. If you want to recap, I don't know. Someone can fill them in. I don't want to really go over the whole thing that happened yesterday. Just long story short, bench guy left. Please do not just fall. Thank God. What's the full like abbreviation or the full name? FN Scar, right? Yeah, this looks. No. Okay, well. I don't even think I can do that up here, can I? Okay, let's not fall. I think I did a pretty good job of making Booba look extremely upset. Oh wait, let me. And back to where we were. And now we just wait for people to show up. But in the meantime, I could talk about what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling, and I don't really know. You know, I know that if FIB is over, that I don't want to continue, and that I'll probably just stop playing in general. I don't know if I'd perma Booba. I just know that I started trying to make FIB happen again, literally to bring people like Forcer, Kiwo, Jay, Posey, and McConnell, bench guy, to come back to the city, basically. Because they all pretty much were gone. And I did it. And I lost possibly the most important person to the role play. I just don't know if I want to without bench guy, without McConnell. Like that's just what it is, and I don't actually know. I don't know what I want. And it's not gonna happen right away. It's not gonna happen right away. I'm not gonna figure out exactly what I want. I'm more or less just doing this for the sheer like I'm here today just to kind of either have it make sense to stop or make sense to keep going, you know? That's what I'm doing. It's not necessarily that FIB is over. It's more so just Well, the thing is, it's not even about finding good people. Because what we were working on, it was supposed to be myself, Kiwo, and McConnell. That was that was it. That we weren't even planning on having like more people play agents. It was just going to be us. We were going to have people that worked in the building, but we were just planning on it being us, and we were going to make it work. You know, like it was going to work too. And I don't know if McConnell being gone is like it being shot down in the water now. Like I probably should have reached out to someone yesterday. I just didn't have it in me. Because we were actively working with, you know, admins / the Senate to, you know, get things off the ground. Yeah, Booba knows what Kyle did yesterday. Because of Anna. Yeah, that might have been a perma condition. Yeah, maybe. I think I don't know. I don't know exactly what. I think I don't know. I honestly I don't have the knowledge. His name isn't that secret though. Yeah, but it's more so just being stabbed in the back by his probably best friend. Regardless of how secret his name is, FIB from it starting, literally even before it starting, was about people going along with the role play. It was all about going along with the role play. And the people that were like around it, like we pretty much had an agreement like with everyone involved. If people don't like respect the role play, then we just don't involve them in it. Like it I don't know. It is what it is. We've gotten to... We're at a point, and I don't know where to go. Yeah, of course. I don't know where to go. I don't know what's next. I don't know what's next. I don't know if I'm going to stop. I don't know if I'm going to continue. It's kind of, honestly, this might be the last stream until I know. It might be the last stream until I know. Because I mean, that's literally the only reason I'm here right now. Literally the only reason I'm here right now is because I'm gonna give RP a chance to help me with my understanding of it. All I know is I could not No. No. He messaged me yesterday and said email. I think he did. Let me see. Yeah, he said email emoji like it's meant to be taken in character. You should probably go on duty if you're not already. And I just I don't think he knew how. I don't think he knew what happened yesterday. Yeah, and I don't think he's like out of it. I hope he's not, because if he's like fully done, like he's not even gonna like, like. I don't know. I just don't know if this is like gonna make what we were doing harder. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Anything can happen. But now it's not even that. It's not even a matter of that too. It's like now we're just two agents. Is getting back on good terms with Lang and Cerberus an option? Booba wouldn't do that. Because Booba cares about what bench guy wants still. And will always. What the hell? The hell was that? Screw Cerberus? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, it's just a lot, man. That kind of felt like, I mean, like I maybe got a little too into character, but that felt like basically like, and I'm not saying that this is how it was in RP, but it felt basically like Booba's dad walking out on him. Maybe you become PD command, high command. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. I think Booba's relationships with everyone in PD are now like, in shambles, pretty much. Like only like the real people that like, he cared about him. That isn't just because, oh yeah, he's a cop. I mean, it's good RP, but it's starting to get, yeah, it's starting to get, to a point. I mean, obviously, McConnell's done, you know? And whether or not it was just because it was... Maybe it was just because, like, that was... It's not even that it feels a bit farther than RP. It's just, now it's so, like, it's to a point where, like, okay, McConnell's gone, all right? I was... The inspiration for my character trying all of this was to make him proud of him. Of my... Or Booba to make Bench Guy proud of him. Like, that was the whole inspiration for even, you know, trying to bring FIB back. And, you know, obviously bring other people back to... the city, but, you know... When this city receives a new coat of paint, which means basically 4.0, which means I might as well just stop playing until 4.0.
Oh, yes.
Hope you're doing okay, Fiends. Take care, okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Great. Alright, let me, I gotta act like I've been up here all night.
Did you get the clearing more parts? Oh, sorry. Where the fuck are you?
On the roof.
What?
Can you make a pile? Oh, that's a good idea. Let me get... Shit, I need the... Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Quick. There it is. Now, get like a nice fur. Make him proud in return. Yeah, well now it's more of like an OOC. Now it's more OOC stuff, you know, because like it's not even a matter of, you know, now it's like he's gone because he is gonna be for however long.
You broke the ladder.
Are you okay?
Yes.
I'm not getting on duty.
And there were snipers over here yesterday. Where are your shoes?
In my office.
Why? Oh, this is a problem. Loop, I think I've died.
Oh, you haven't.
I think I've died.
Someone call the EMS.
Oh no!
Oh God, what happened?
no!
What happened?
What happened?
The
Okay,
ladder
call
broke.
911.
Oh, the ladder. Booba.
Booba.
Oh, Booba, my friend. Oh.
Are you calling
Oh.
911? Is anyone calling 911?
Oh, Booba. You look terrible.
Oh, that's could
buddy.
you please call 911?
I'm sorry.
Oh, give me a moment. Almost there.
Thank you. And don't do this. You cannot just say somebody call 911. You need to be saying, X person, please
Yes.
call 911.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
I'm sorry, Posey.
Oh,
Well,
I
but I
need to talk
told
to
you
you
that.
both.
I'm fine. Like, it was just...
Got the wind knocked out of you a
Booba.
little
Yeah.
bit.
Booba.
Booba.
What?
All right. Have Booba go back upstairs.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I'm
I need
back.
to talk to him as well. Is it okay if I talk to you, sir?
Yeah, that's fine.
Booba, where are your shoes, sir?
Upstairs.
Permission to follow you to your office.
Yeah, but I'm not going to my office.
Where are you going?
The roof.
Can I follow you there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Are your shoes on the roof too?
Oh, they're in my office. Kind of like the stress meter that makes the screen blur every little bit. Kind of adds to it.
Have you eaten?
I'm fine.
That's not answering my question.
Towards PVSO cars. I'll laugh if she falls off the ladder too. Imagine if it's just a repeating cycle of people falling off the ladder.
Are you going to sit?
Yeah. Can we go down and get Anna and rinse her feet? Oh no.
Well, shit.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. Director?
I'm not the director.
What would you like me to call you?
Just Booba.
Just Booba, then. Give me one moment.
Wish she died. Okay, that would have been pretty funny. It's just a repeating cycle.
Booba. How long have you been at this?
You need to speak up.
How long have you been at this, Booba?
What do you mean at what?
Being an agent here.
I haven't been an agent that long.
Could you tell me how you're feeling, sir?
Like, I don't even know if it's worth trying anymore.
Honesty detected. Good. Why don't you think it's worth trying?
Because he's gone.
Did he trust this place to you?
I don't know.
I see. You know what this place is, to a lot of us. Do you? I'll
I don't
answer.
know.
That's fine. It's hope. Prior to Forcer calling me, I was just county clerk. Just making my way, adjusting to the city. And then I come here. With all of you. A boss who yells entirely too much and is prone to violence. One
Yeah.
agent who is trying to keep it together. Well, both of you are. You fight over your offices. a rejected lawyer, another county clerk, a custodian who was a former killer. You would never think these things would come together, but here we are. I'm trying to say that you're not alone, Booba. There are people that believe in this with you. If you need rest, take it. But there are people who want to see this thing grow, who want to see you grow, who care about you.
Hi.
Hello, Posey.
I do not mean to interrupt, but I cannot tell you how much we should not be on the roof today, considering we got sniped up here yesterday.
Okay.
And there was a gunfight up here yesterday. So,
There, Booba,
I'm
we
staying
can-
up here.
I need your guidance on something. If this is the last act I have as an FIB clerk, then so be it. But I have acted. I have contacted Daryl McCormick and Travis Tribble. They do not know what for, but I said I need help with something. If you want me to cancel the meeting, I will. But I do think it is worth it to talk to them. If you want.
Talk to them about what?
Us. Us, sir. This is what I mean by you're not alone. But we should get off the roof. We are here for you.
Thank you, Odessa.
Would you like to come with me and Posey and join the rest of us here?
Not ready to come down yet.
I don't want you to get sniped, sir. I don't want any of us to get sniped.
I'll be fine.
No, you won't.
You're not on duty. You can't put it out to 10:13.
What's this over here?
It's his bed.
Booba?
But this guy says you're a director now.
I will get fired. I will get fired, just so you can come off this roof. Do not underestimate me like everyone else has in this city, Booba.
Oh no, I
Please
don't
come down.
underestimate you. Please understand.
When did he say that?
Yesterday!
Hence why I called you director.
Move to my office.
Hey, God. Can you put on some shoes, please?
Yes, please, sir.
We have a lot of things to discuss.
He's got pants. Oh, we're about to take them off now.
Get some goddamn shoes on. Let's go.
Fuck the IAA.
Odessa, did you have a spare radio?
I do. Do you need it?
Yes, I do. Also, have you given Sloan your phone yet?
Had to take her shoes off when she was stressed? That's interesting. Nah, it's just like it's an upset thing for Booba. My cat is on top of my computer right now. Hey! Hey! Get off it.
Right? But did they... Get up! Get up!
Ow! You just freaking tried jumping
Porcupine
on my...
mode, deactivate.
Bubba, get up right now!
Oh. Ow!
Is this how bench guy would act? Is that you're wanting to do what bench guy would do? Is he going to take off his shoes and lay on the floor?
I don't want to deal with this right now.
Well, it's happening right now. You do not get to choose when things happen. I'm sorry. And you're not dealing with it alone right now. You got at least 4 people willing to help you with it. So, guess what? You can be like bench guy and just stand there. But we need you to stand there, buddy. Let's shoot shoes on and glasses, cause dear Lord, your eyes, and a tie.
I have a tie on.
The tie that's on properly, and a jacket, and your fucking badge.
Alright, go downstairs. I'll get changed.
We cannot do this without you. Do you understand? And the rest of us are wanting to do this.
Instead, go downstairs. I'll change.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Before that, here.
Ow, pussy kicks hard. Jeez.
I don't know if you've eaten, but you should have that. You'll need your strength for what's to come.
Thank you, Odessa.
You're welcome, sir. Don't forget what I said, ever.
Yo, Alios, thank you for gifting 5. Steak. Bench guy liked steak. Yeah, he did. Do I have to duty on to change clothes? God, I hate that there's no changing room in here. Why? I'm gonna, I know what I'll do. I'll just do this. I need to save this. Do I have any room for more FIB stuff? I don't think so. Down bad. You look, what did he say? You look goofy? When I wasn't wearing glasses. All right, I'm gonna F8 quit. I'm gonna come back so I'm not. I don't want to be on duty. Nice. Okay. That's easy. Easy peasy. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with it, you know? I'll go with the RP until it makes sense to stop, or you know. I guess that's what I'm doing. Yes, hamster. And here's to hoping that things work out. Here is to hoping that things work out. Frames still suck? What do you mean frames? Huh? Hey, box. Oh, there was... Stream looks fine to me. I think it's YouTube. I think it's you, Turtle. I don't have any IFAKs that are good, do I? Oh, wait, no, they're all good. Okay. Oh, that's right. If you log in too early, or the thing doesn't spawn, it takes a bit for the telepad porter to spawn in. Come on. I'm actually gonna eat this so that I can get rid of stress. I might need to run around. Wake up. Be a terrible time for the elevator breaking it? No, it does this.
Straighten up. Do you need food?
No.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not lying.
Take food.
I told you I don't need food.
I didn't say that. I said to take food. Come here. There we go. Come here.
Now we have too much food. I'll never need this much food.
It's going to be okay, okay? Oh, yeah, it is. I'm making sure of it. I got it. But you need to stand up straight. Hey.
Oh, I had my facial expression reset.
Hey.
I don't know if I want this without Bench Guy.
He said he'll be back when there's a new coat of paint. Okay? Do you want it with everybody else? Here, let's go upstairs. Right yet? Okay, just let me know when Odessa's back. Booba and I will be upstairs for a minute. Okay. thank you. You don't want to do this without Punch Guy?
I don't know.
You don't want to, you do not think you can.
Both.
Well, I think the second part is not true.
He's the only reason I was here.
Yeah, he's the only reason I was here too. But look at you now, you're acting director. And I'm whatever the fuck I want to be. Except an agent. But whatever the fuck I want to be besides that. If he was the only reason you were here. I don't know if that's true. You not like everything else that goes on in this building. You do not like being a police officer. You don't like doing investigative work. You don't like driving fast. Catching criminal, doing... opening cases, closing cases. Not like doing any of that stuff. You're telling me you don't like it? Answer me. Oh, I forgot about flying. Right, right. You don't like flying either. You don't like having our Air 1 cert.
I don't even know where I stand with the PD with all of this stuff that's happening.
Fuck it. Fuck the PD. Listen to me. There are many routes to take here. All right? Look. When I didn't get accepted into PD, like, look, okay, you can do what I did.
I'm not hearing what you're saying. Hello.
Hi.
I can hear you now.
Okay. I don't know what happened, but I just got hurt. So, that was on. Did you hit me?
No, that happens when you go down.
After you go down,
Yeah.
you get hurt again.
Yeah.
Oh. Rude. Anyways. I was saying that, after I was kind of, after I was not accepted into PD, I didn't really have a, I didn't feel like I had a path that I wanted to stay on. That's why I left. Right now, you have the option to continue. And keep moving forward on this path that, yeah, is like kind of a tough path to be on, but it's a path. And you have people that are willing to be on this path with you, to be helping you. Odessa is great. Anna is great. I am fucking fantastic. Forrester is great. She's just dealing with some stuff out of the city right now. Okay, I may not be fantastic for leaving for a long time. I'll admit that, so I'm sorry. But I'm also not really good at giving pump up speeches.
Posey's the bench guy junior? Huh?
But this is all on the hinge pendulum crux of you wanting to do it and to be continuing it on. Because we have some options today.
Like what?
All right. Well, to begin with, Odessa wants to. I know that we were not bringing in any more agents, correct? However, I am of the opinion that in this city, how most of the organizations in this city work, they work well because one of the people in charge is very loud, and then they have somebody who cares in second in command. Wait, case in point here, bench guy very loud, second in command you enforcer, you care a lot. But we lost the very loud piece. Yes, stay down there for a minute, please. You can look at PBSO, you got Fred, and then you got, what, like Jenny? Then you have, like, Bass. I don't know who the fuck he listens to. But I'm sure there's somebody.
Malton, but Malton's literally as cold
I
as...
don't know. I don't know about Treddy. Treddy is just Treddy.
Cold as marble.
And then Cerberus, you got
Bundy.
Lang. Then you got more quiet people, like Leslie and Dean.
I would not call Leslie quiet.
Lang is definitely more the loud one, yeah? It's just how it works. But you're more quiet. So what Odessa was thinking was to bring in somebody. To fill an agent position. Somebody that would be loud.
I have to talk with the Senate.
That is fine. The other point is
I don't
that,
even know if the Senate is going to continue supporting us with Bench Guy gone.
okay. Well, that is a bridge we have to cross. The other case in point is that Fred did breach a federal fucking building. Did he have a search warrant? Did he have a permit to do that?
No, but it doesn't matter because Bench Guy pulled the first punch.
Doesn't matter because Benchai pulled the first punch. How are you meaning?
He kidnapped Pred.
All right. Well. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. However, they still breached the federal fucking building. Okay. Secondary question. Were they trying to arrest Bench Guy?
They never said that.
Did they breach the building to arrest him? Did they?
I don't know.
Okay. So they still had no reason to. So even if he pulled the perverse punch, it was still not just cause. Also, who knows about the kidnapping? Where's their where's
people.
okay, listen. No, where's their proof? That's what I'm asking.
Crane.
Crane? What?
Yeah, he was here.
Crane knows about the kidnapping. And you're sure of that?
Yes.
Yeah, Dessa, come up here.
Oh God.
So we have a slight problem, given that we need Senate approval. For any more agents.
Yes, I need you to go down and come back up.
Cancel
Go downstairs and come back upstairs, Odessa.
Okay.
Strong Arm Director. It's a matter of like I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go down and come back up. I'm gonna get farther away.
Okay.
What the hell's happening? Maybe I should just try escorting her. Thing is, I don't want. Right? Yeah, I was gonna.
Any better?
What? I'm gonna try putting you in a car.
We will be.
FIV.
Okay.
What is happening, man? What the? Alright, I'm gonna run her back to the building and then F8 quit.
Learn some manners.
New kidnapping technique. Sometimes this game, man.
Some people have all the money in the houses. The rest of us, we just kiss their ass.
The pig. Right now, let's.
I'm bringing you back to the building.
Yeah. So. They're at the place.
Funny how that. Did you see the teleport? Where we were?
So
When I first grabbed her, we spawned on a teleport.
Scott.
That was weird. It's like there was another teleport somewhere. Nothing like getting teleported to a random location and having to run back to the building to stop from being sad. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
Scuff. What is happening to me, dude? My God. I don't think I've ever been this scuffed before. I think I probably crashed her by doing that. That's some solid scuff. All right, and now we have to queue again. Oh, man. Ugh. I hate, like, I don't know. I don't know, because I just don't know where it stands with McConnell being gone. I don't know if the Senate's just going to say, like, hey, let's just forget the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. seems counterintuitive. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe it's just going to be a 4.0 thing. And maybe I just do the same thing that McConnell does. Give up until 4.0. Alright, let's change music up. I gotta play something different. Let's play some classical. It just feels weird without McConnell, to be completely honest with you. Feels weird. I'll go along with them. I'll be the acting director for them, but to be completely honest, I don't really have any like drive. I don't got too much drive. What?
Okay, explain. Yes. He's your Odessa.
Yeah,
Booba?
I can.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so they are waiting at a place. If you want to, we can do this. If not, then I will cancel them because they are pretty busy people.
And I'll go, but everything has to go through the Senate.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make anyone an agent.
I'm not saying that. Just get a feel for them, sir. If not, then again, I can cancel it.
I don't know what. If I'm not bringing them on, then
It is to keep the ball rolling.
Thank you.
my character would be super not.
Sorry, Boo, but you're going to need to ask the Senate eventually, because you're going to need another agent to work with. That's just how it's going to be. So let's go meet these people. And you're going to need a loud agent at that.
Do they know why they're having a meeting?
No, they don't.
No, so let's go. Where's your car?
My car is at the apartment. I don't only have 2-door.
All right, we take my car.
This isn't really a good. I don't know how they're gonna expect Booba to sell the FIB to people right now. Bench guy literally always said it was. I don't know. doing this? The observatory.
I'll work on those NDAs.
I don't
Thank you.
know. I don't know what they're expecting, or what they're expecting me to do. It was like a big part of the thing that it was like we were working with the Senate that it was like gonna be myself, Kiwa, and McConnell, because the people need to be. Fit the bill. Well, even that, it doesn't matter. It has to, all of it's going through the Senate. And I don't know. It's just hard. It's just
I can have one ready by this afternoon. It won't. We don't have time for this meeting.
Say that again.
I can have one ready for this afternoon,
Okay.
and I'll send it to you to look over.
Thank you. You can drop it in the documents.
Okay.
Oh, there she is.
Well, just for the delay.
Hello.
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 Hi.
One, two, and you are?
She's and that's Nikki. She's tending to her cats right now because one of her cats is pregnant.
Mr. McCormick, I was not aware that she would be arriving.
Oh, I'm sorry. So she can chill here and we can go talk if you need be.
Yes, please. Hello there.
You gotta stay here, Nikki, for a bit, okay? I'll be back.
I don't do well with alone, but it's fine. I've got a gun.
I don't even know who McCormick is.
Where's the other party, sir?
He's not here yet, so
Oh, is he coming?
I don't know. He hasn't responded to my email in a fair bit, so we'll see.
You did say he was coming.
I know, because he said he was coming, but I don't know when or why or how or yeah, you know. So what's up?
I don't know if we've ever formally met. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Probably not.
Okay. My name is Posey Florian. I am the chief of staff at the FIB.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
It's Florian.
You can just call me Posey because I really hate my last name.
Okay.
And I believe
Miss-
you know Booba?
Oh, I don't think we've met.
No,
okay.
I don't think so either.
I'm Booba, the acting director of the FIB.
All right.
So,
Nice to meet you.
Normally we would have NDAs to be passed around and everything. So for right now, just understand that what we are telling you is extremely serious.
Uh-huh. I get it. Okay. Is this a top
We're trying
secret
to-
kind of thing?
It is a very, very top secret kind of thing. It's a kind of a, hey, we'll meet you at the observatory kind of thing.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Where you can't be followed or tracked.
Why do you sound like we're trying to kill him?
Because you are not talking, sir.
Okay. I mean, I'm definitely not gonna get killed by FIB agents
No.
and a clerk from the courthouse. Wink, wink.
Yes, indeed. County clerk. But yes, this is top secret.
That's it.
Yep.
But currently, we are trying to get the FIB up and running, essentially.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we are looking for more interested parties that would be willing to assist with that.
Okay. What is that entitled?
Well, for starters, everything has to go through the Senate. So there's no offering a job right now. It's, I guess, just seeing if you're interested. I am just tagging along here.
I see. Okay. Huh. Well, the thing is, I would need to know what the job entitles and what's the, what would be the, say, prerogatives of what is needed of me if I were to be interested in a position. But compared to, I don't know if Odessa, well, she doesn't know me that well, but I'm one of the oldest cops in the city. Always an officer, too.
Well, I mean, you'd be dealing with federal level crime, terrorism, treason, things along those lines.
Outside of the PD.
Gotcha. Outside of the PD, so I could get to investigate the PD too?
Yeah.
Potentially, yes.
That is interesting.
Right now,
Something
we've been
that
having
law
talks.
enforcer's been doing?
Yeah, Forrester is part of
yes.
us.
Yes. She is also an agent. She is just dealing with a lot of outer city stuff at the moment.
Gotcha. But if I become an agent, I can still be a police officer.
For the time being, but the Senate, we've been working with the Senate and they're working on legislation, and I'm not, eventually you'd only be one, but
interesting. Okay. Well, okay. I'm interested. Once things get rolling and things are set in stone, so to say, we can have another conversation about, everything, and then I guess we can see how it goes from there. Is that fine with you guys?
That is with me. But
I don't think we're asking for anything else at this point.
No.
All right. That's fine. I get it. So you guys are waiting on those lazy senators?
Yeah, well, we're working with Crane, but things don't move very quickly.
I know. I had to deal with them in the past too, so I don't know how it is. They're all huff, no puff. Oh. Kind of.
Did you ever meet Bench Guy?
I think I've seen him around the PD, yeah.
Yeah, he recently stepped away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the director.
Okay. I see. I haven't seen him around too much lately, that is true.
It was as of yesterday. So to put it in different terms, Bench Guy was a person that was pushing the ball really fucking hard. for the FIB,
Mm-hmm.
and we all can push the ball decently. But we lost our biggest ball pusher. So
I see. Okay.
we're trying to refill. I don't know if this analogy is working. We're trying to get people on our ball.
So that more people push, really.
You want more boat pushers.
Yeah, we need more ball pushers.
Okay. I understand.
Which is also why we have asked
Yeah. Go ahead.
the person you're emailing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I also was going to hire Nikki once upon a time.
Okay.
Back when she was PD too.
Oh, I see. So let me see what I can find out, and I'll let Odessa know. Because I don't really have any idea if anything or how it was kind of planned. If you know what I mean.
What information are you guys looking for? I don't know what you're
you
talking
said you
about.
need boat pushers, right? See if I can find some boat pushers.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Or even somebody to help. I was saying ball. So I was gonna say like help pick up the ball even when it gets where it's going, you know?
I get you.
Who was the other person you contacted, Odessa? I mean, we all know who was going to be here. I think except for Booba.
It was Travis Tribble, and that
Travis
was
Tribble, Sheriff of the Universe.
Right.
Ex-sheriff of the BCSO back when it was just BCSO.
Right, so if you're sheriff of the universe, I mean, FIB is not too far down.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely true. All right, listen.
But it says,
let me.
but planting a seed here today.
I gotcha.
Indeed. If he gets back to you, because I know we're all busy people, just let me know, okay?
Yeah. I'll let you guys know.
And don't let this information spread except to that individual.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I know when to keep my mouth shut. Don't worry.
Good.
Understood.
All right, perfect. And yes, I will wish you a pleasant evening, and I have to go deal with an officer that just got shot.
Thank you for your time, McCormick.
No problemo.
Yep. Thank you. I like him.
He's extremely smart. Well, not loud. He knows discretion. Shall we go back?
I don't know what they're expecting from Booba. The day after Bench Guy basically says he's going to be gone indefinitely. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. Well, yeah, a new bench guy thing isn't going hot. Well, yeah, Booba also doesn't want to replace bench guy. That's another part of it. Basically, we're down bad. They must be waiting for something. Yeah, they must be. At least the windows are broken and it's nighttime. Oh God.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Why?
Get out of the car, Booba. You need to see my face. Take off your glasses. I'm gonna ask you honestly. We have tried our hardest. We have been shot at, detained, run over for this place. You better be honest with me. It's a simple yes or no. Don't think about it. Do you want to do this? I will not budge from here until I get an answer from you. That is simply yes or no.
I don't know if I can.
Well, you're gonna have to think about it. You're gonna have to make a decision, and you're gonna have to commit to it. Because we cannot continue without a leader. We can't have somebody in the meeting just shrugging his shoulders. We can't do it. If you don't take it seriously, how the fuck are the rest of us gonna continue? Bench guy is not here. Sir is not here. But you are. You are not a ghost. You are not a specter. You are a man who has overcome so much, made so much progress in this city, and is building up something golden. So much potential. You are acting like a ghost. You are mourning something that is not dead. If you want it to die, just say so. We can all pack up, go home, and that's it.
I don't, but I'm not motivated.
You don't want this to be packed up. You don't want us to give up. Is that what you're saying here? Am I understanding you?
Yes.
So you're not motivated because Bench Guy is not here. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's sorry.
Go ahead. No, go, please.
That's really fucking disheartening.
It happened yesterday. What do you want from me?
I'm sorry. sorry. It didn't happen a week ago for me.
Honestly, you're expecting me to act like it just didn't happen.
No, we're not. No, we're not. You have every right to be upset about it. We are all upset about it. But there are people pulling and pushing and trying with you, and you are not acknowledging that. I'm not saying for you to smile. But some effort, something. You are acting like you're on an island by yourself. And you're not. I was so happy to see you. Did you not hear everybody when we saw you coming down? There are people trying so hard to strategize for you, us, for the FIB. You know what we are. But if you don't want to do this, you gotta open up your mouth and say, hey.
Hi, this is Posey. How may I be helping you?
Do you need more time? What is it?
Yes, I need more time.
How much time do you think you need?
I don't know, but we can't do anything until the Senate makes it happen anyways.
So, what? You just don't want us to work? You don't want us to be at the building? You don't want to discuss? You don't want to network? You don't want to do nothing? Because those are things you could do without the Senate. You know that, right? That's what that meeting was about. It didn't matter if you hired him or not. It mattered that we are still trying. That's the beauty of this place. Everyone knows that you don't necessarily need what all the bells and whistles so far. We have a lot of growing pains. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have had hope. Maybe, for once, in this goddamn city, I should have just shut my mouth and sat down and had no effort for once. Maybe that's what it is.
That's not what I'm saying. We are nothing until the Senate says we are something.
You think we're nothing right now? You think we're nothing right now?
I can't do anything.
Didn't I tell you what you could do? Did you not just hear what I said? You have people who can work in that building. You can establish connections. You can see what's going on in the city. I will tell Posey what you just said, that you need more time.
Alright, I'll tell you the phone call I just got.
What happened?
I just got the phone call from LSBN. Because they got information about some not so great shit about Bench Guy and the FIB.
Here we go.
And what are they gonna do with said information?
They do not trust their information source and wanted to talk to us. Instead, I said I was in a meeting and that I would give them a call back later. But you know, if we don't exist, then I'll tell you what I was thinking.
What were you
Because the
thinking?
only thing, well, initially, right? The only way to get fucking laws passed is by pressing charges like, say, I don't know, a fucking sheriff charging into a government facility, federal facility, without a warrant. And I don't care if it's tit for tat. He tatted. For a tit. If you say we're not going to stoop to their level, right? And we can't tit for tat for tit. We're not going to tit back for his tat. Then let's fucking go to court about it.
What?
Are we not a federal building?
No, because there's no legislation.
Right. There's no legislation, but you know how you get legislation in this city? You have a court case about it.
That does not matter if there's no court case if there's no legislation.
No.
That will establish legislation. The judges will have to think about it. It's in front of their face at that point. They'll have to determine that with the court case.
You aware about the court system works?
Eh,
Because I'm telling you how it works, and this is how it works. You have a court case to establish law. You know warrants have to be approved.
We didn't take pictures of his car in there. But yeah, if that is brought in front of them, those judges are forced to look at it.
Not only the judges, mind you. It is a federal building. What does that have to go in front of?
The Senate.
Booba, I spent most of the day trying to figure out what the fuck went on yesterday. Even if it's a losing court case, right? There would be legislation that would declare the FIB building a federal building.
So technically, it's a win-win.
You can start pursuing that as an option, but I'm talking to Crane about it before we're doing anything.
Okay, talk to Crane.
That is fine.
There is something else. Can you please open up an investigation? Are you allowed to do this as an officer or as an FIB agent? To open up an investigation on the CBPD. CB? Surplus PD? CPD? CPD?
The CBPD, I think.
CBP, whatever the fuck it is. Can you open an investigation on it, please? Officially?
Yeah.
Is there one already?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, open it up and then talk to Sloan and you'll get all the answers you need. I don't know how to express this to you, Booba, but we have work to do. But if you're not fucking motivated, I can't do shit. I can tell you the steps you need to take. Opening an investigation renders the NDA null and void. But otherwise, I'm just going to tell my staff to go home. So please answer Odessa's question.
Yes.
Yes, you want this?
I never stopped wanting it.
All right, director.
Put your shades back on. Let's get in the car. Not to mention his life with our department police. We need to get the information off of him before he dies. Yep.
The way Bucky was staring and then just running out, I will never forget.
Sorry. I really need to get my car fixed.
See, I just out of character. I don't know if this is the right
One more
route
stall. I think it's crashed.
because things are actually
Good
like
thing I have a repair kit.
it's just the things with the Senate were good and they're still good. It's just a matter of giving the Senate time and Crane time to figure things out. I'll let them, you know, go this route and like pursue this option, but I'm not, you know, putting hammer to iron or whatever until, you know, Crane is fully aware and if he thinks that this is a good option to make things happen.
Go ahead, sir. Also, Jesse punched a police officer yesterday. I already reprimanded her for it.
Oh God.
It was Pred, so I'm not too worried.
He probably liked that shit.
Probably, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Booba's not. I'm not. I have no reason to call Lang, regardless of that happening. Doing it early makes
What would
Fred
Max guy
angry.
say if he saw you walking like this? Sir. That is fine. You can ignore me.
Chad, if the RP is meant to happen, it'll happen. Oh, where's that emote keep? I hate that stance. Huh. No, I understand. Don't worry. I don't know. The media, well, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. I don't know. It's time to just be. It's time to just be bench guy. It's time to just be bench guy. But I don't like Warcraft. Yeah, guys, it's time. It's time. Is it? Wait, is it right? No, no, it's Wrath like that, right? No, I'm missing something. Is that it? No, that's it. Actually, let's get a custom color for it. No. We should totally buy a bench. Yeah, well. Here we are. Or make one. Literally, McConnell's the only person who can. Oh, you know what I should put on the door? Where did I put it? I think it's still in my, see if I can find it. Is that?
Sir?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting something?
What is it?
We would all like to continue discussing. Sir?
Later.
Okay. Can I ask one thing? If you could let us know when the investigation has been opened?
Yeah.
Because that information is potentially vital to someone's life. Okay.
All right, it's done.
Okay. Let's have a discussion.
Thanks, buddy. Miss you.
Booba. I love you, Booba. Things will be okay. I'm super, super proud of you. I know it sucks right now, but we're all here for you. Take your time, buddy. We love you. Okay? If you need anything, you let us know.
More food? Please, I don't need more food. Please!
For you.
Eat all of it now! No, I'm not gonna be doing that. We're just bench guy now. I could have eaten. I have so much food. Alright, let me drink one of these. We're bench guy now. We are bench guy now. But who's gonna be bench guy for us? I gotta put a sign on the door. There's no blinds on this. Oh, I don't like here. I need to go over a little bit. No. Who's gonna be Booba now? I can't be both. I can't be both. What are you doing? I don't know. What are any of us doing? What are any of us doing? Trying to find a new emotionally weak person to manipulate. Yeah, right? I hate the freaking dispatch sound. If we're a bench guy, do we transition to 001? No. This is literally bench guy roleplay. I just don't look like him. We do need a bench though. Man, I wish he would have left us a bench. Oh, I wish he would have left us a bench. Where's bench guy? Good question. That's a good question. Where did he go? He's gone. He's gone. He's gone until 4.0. At least he never gave Fred one. Yeah, I guess. Is it time to install World of Warcraft so this can actually be a bench guy stream? A McConnell stream? Just play WoW on top of... No? Why? I don't know. And there's no reason to speculate, so... But the last thing that happened was... Pred tweeting this out. I think this is Fable. No, this is Minecraft. The last thing was Pred tweeting that out. Director bench guy of the FIB, real name Rhett McConnell, 11670. That was the last thing, and then bench guy said on the radio, I'm going to sleep. I probably won't wake up for a while. Good night. I think that was last thing that Booba ever heard bench guys say. Hope comes back. I don't think so. He's been gone for months at a time without even saying anything. And this time he actually said something, so... And I feel somewhat responsible too, because all McConnell really enjoyed doing was riding around with Kyle and Wrangler, and you know, and now this prevents that and makes it not make sense in character, which he is by far like the most always in character person on the server. And he wouldn't, you know, just ride with them because he wants to, even though it's, you know, it doesn't make sense for his character to. Why do I have to mute dispatch? I turned it off. I don't even want to hear the freaking 311s and stuff pop up. Something tells me he and Pred will make up. I don't think that's in the cards. Does Pred know he's gone? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Well, and the thing is, you can only, it's all assumptions. It's all assumptions. And I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure I don't want it without McConnell. Like I'm like, that's what I just keep coming back to. I just keep coming back to it. It's just like, I made up in my mind. No, you have to respect his decision. I just don't know how to, I don't know how to, I don't know how to make the, I don't know how to do it. I don't know. It's so much stuff to think about, and like, I think what I'm gonna do, out of character at least, is, I don't know. I hate like actually making decisions, because it's like, you can say it and you, part of you believes it, and then another part of you, like, how many times people like stop NoPixel and say they're done, and then end up coming back. But I don't know, I'm tired. I need sleep. I hate that I hate that this was the thing that did it, you know? When we were right on the cusp of something great, you know? This was the hill that we basically died on. And not that it was like the hill that the FIB died on, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, the FIB dies with McConnell. It lives and dies with McConnell. It lives and dies with McConnell, and this was the last, this was, you know, Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much I bring. It's the fact that he's the one that started it all, and he's the one that you know. Uh, if it dies, he won't bother. I don't know. I just keep coming back to. I don't know. I just keep coming back to. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want it to be a thing without him. And if he's going to be gone until reset, then what's the point of even doing it now when, you know, it could be discussed and in the works for 4.0? I don't want to put all this effort into it and like, you know, slave over it and like constantly think about it and when I could very easily just do what he's doing, you know? Could very easily just do what he's doing. Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
Oh, it's Ari. How are you?
Hey, Ari.
You okay?
Not really.
Who do you need me to shoot?
I wanted help.
Hmm. Can I help with anything?
I don't know.
Oh, Booba. You sound so sad. Do you want to talk?
I don't know if I can.
Okay. Well, you could always talk, you know, express whatever you want to express, but like in code or something. Be vague. Whatever will help you.
If someone brought you into something and they left, would you keep going?
That's well, you ever meet Travis Rashgard? Probably not.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you did? Yeah, he's the owner of Weasel News, and he and I built up Weasel again. We did a whole bunch of stuff together, and then he decided he had had enough of the city, and he took almost all of our employees with him and moved away. Left me and Drew kind of to fend for ourselves with Weasel. I mean, I was really upset about it for a while, and I sat back and was like, do I just keep pressing on, or do I just give up, wash my hands of it, or what? And I kind of put it on the back burner for a little bit just because I was so upset. You know, I missed my friends and I missed working with them and everything. But I didn't get rid of it. You know, I kept it there, and Drew and I kept having meetings trying to decide how do we go from here? You know, do we want to keep going? And we started coming up with ideas and deciding, well, if Travis and these other people want to fuck off, we're just going to figure out what's going to fit in our world, you know, and how we want to do it. Ironically, now, just like a week ago, Travis came back, and one of the other employees moved back again, and now they want to go for it again. But me and Drew are still kind of working on a side project now. So I definitely, I've definitely experienced something similar. I could definitely understand the how upset that can make you and how frustrating it can be to try to juggle something like that or figure, is this something worthwhile, keep going, or do we just let it fade away? And honestly, it's just kind of a thing you got to think about for yourself, you know, like what do you want? What do you want to do for yourself, for the city, for the people? You know, if if you did try to push forward without that person, um do you think you can make a difference, or whatever it may be? Maybe it's not going to be the exact same path that they took or were planning to take, but it can be your own. mm, if you feel that it's worth it, you just got to create the special booba path. Maybe that might even be better.
Thank you, Ari.
Of course. I love you, Booba, and I hate seeing you sad.
Yeah, I don't like being sad.
Yeah, me either. I've been pretty frustrated myself lately with the news and with PD, and recently talked to Anna, and that was another reason I wanted to reach out to you, but I don't want to bombard you with stuff when you're juggling something.
You might be able to ask Posey.
Okay.
Unless it's specifically me. Unless it's specifically for me, Posey might be able to help you.
It's just basically, I'll just be out with it. I'm interested in working with you guys. I, only heard like a tiny bit from Anna for whatever she's able to, say, and I think it sounds like more along the lines of what I was hoping to get in PD. But, that's just so you kind of know what I was gearing towards. I don't know if that's even possible, or if I'm even eligible or whatever. I don't know all the details.
I'll have Posey talk to you.
Okay.
Thank you for calling, Ari.
Sure. If you need anything, Booba, even if you just need to talk or anything, you just holler at me. Even if you just want to go get ice cream.
All right, I will.
Okay. Much love.
Bye, Ari.
Okay, bye.
More people that want to be involved, man. Oh, God. Oh, please. Oh. I hate letting people down. Oh, I hate letting people down. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I just don't. If I let them continue, um, I just don't know if see, that's the thing. That's the thing about it is, um, I there's no, like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think that the back end of it with the Senate and everything and is going to move further without McConnell. And I don't want to put all this time and effort into it without him, you know, for it to just, you know, fail. Now, yeah, is there a chance? Maybe, but I don't think the chances are good. You have to respect his decision. High Command doesn't want FIP to happen. High Command does not want FIP to happen. Like, whether or not it's in character or out of character, I don't think that there's a difference.
Oh, yeah!
Thank you, Cross. Thank you for the tier 1. I don't think that they want it to happen, and we were so close. We were so close. God, that sucks. We're so close. Uh, you believe that? I don't know. In character, Kyle is for it. He roleplay, or not in character, out of character, he 100% is. He roleplays that it's already legit. But it, you know, it doesn't make sense why Kyle would want FIB to be real now anymore in character. Because it just doesn't work. Even if he like role plays as it's real in character, I mean, obviously, if he could have a say in it not happening in character, it would, you know. I mean, he would probably even still. Yeah, I don't know, man. It just is so hard. It's so hard to like want to continue going. It really is. I do probably just need a break. You have an idea of what Kiwa went through? Yeah, yeah. Can't RP for other people. Yeah, that's a good point. Going on a secret mission. Boom, a break. I don't know. My personality is such all or in. Like, I'm either in or I'm out, and this is a hard decision.
Yes. Okay. All right. You know that he is a kidnapper and torturer.
You heading out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, take that.
Oh my god, you have a lot of food. I wish you were in this meeting.
I can't do it right now.
Okay. I have permission to continue? Or do you want me to go home? Because I have shit I would like to do, but this is a little bit weird that I do not have anybody to run it past. And I am just me.
You can do it, just know that it might not mean anything.
That's no. I'm sorry, that's not true. What we're doing right now means a ton. Maybe not in the scope of the FIB, but in the scope of the city, yeah, it does. People fucked up, Booba. When people fuck up, they expose themselves. So, you can go and, take a break if you're needing to. But...
Goodbye, Posey.
Where are you?
I'm in the sewer.
Okay.
Sorry, I think this is it. God, I hate that the freaking police thing's on right now. Oh, great, wigwags in my ass. Oh my god, dude. I shouldn't even answer the phone call. I should have just ended. Oh. Can't do it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Posey.
No. You do not need to be sorry. I'm sorry. You want to start a gang now?
No. I love you, Posey.
What?
I love you, Posey.
Don't. 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 Do not. No. 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 Booba, no. Stop. Please. No. Stop. But please, I can deal with it. I can deal with you not being in the FIB. Please. Please. I won't be in the FIB.
I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Stop. You do not need to be sorry. Just stop.
I'm sorry.
Stop. Stop being sorry, please. Stop. 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 You cannot go. You cannot. Not like this. You cannot. This is not how it ends.
Can't do it anymore.
Let me help you. Please? I don't care. I won't be at the FIB. I'll eat bugs. I'll stay in this cave or this tunnel. We'll go up to the top of Mount Gilead.
I need to walk away, Posey.
If you need to walk away, that is okay, right? Nobody is mad at you though, okay? I need you to know this. I need you to know this.
I do.
And everybody is so happy you tried. If you are walking away, I'm coming with you.
That may be the reason you walk away too.
I'm here for you. You might be here because of Venchkai. But I've always been here for you.
Please don't make this harder than it needs to be.
No, I'm going to come with you.
I don't even know where I'm going.
It's okay. I didn't know where I was going and I ended up in Africa.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Can I just say one thing? I am so glad you're wearing pants. I might have turned around otherwise.
Thank you for not.
I did get pulled over on my way in here. You hungry?
Oh, I'm okay.
Where's Big Mac? That is Big Mac. You miss it in here.
A little bit.
Please mind the gap. That's the area between the train and the platform.
everything, Posey.
What do you keep saying this? You want to go teach English?
Maybe.
I'll introduce you to the kids. Just don't say bass in front of them. They start laughing for like 5 minutes straight. I know it might not seem like I am upset. I am very upset. And I very much wanted to, the first thought was to kill Kyle yesterday.
Alright, this is it.
Okay. Hi. Well, listen. Listen to me. Are you listening? This is temporary. Okay. Right now, what you are feeling right now, this is temporary. And I will be here with you through the temporariness. That sounds right. Okay. Temporariness. Until it is.
Understand.
I listen. I'm telling you it's okay. Some temporaries last longer than others. Some last for 4 months. Some last until there isn't a coat of paint. But in the end, everything is temporary. Okay?
Okay.
You can decide how long your temporary is going to be. I'll be here when it's over. I am not temporary. You can't get rid of me.
Thank you, Posey.
Yep. I may go away temporarily, but I do come back.
Now it's my time.
Okay. But I am gonna go with you. Because I don't want you to go alone. Okay. So we can go together?
Okay.
Okay. Did you, do you want to teach English?
I don't know how to.
Well, I mean, you already learned it. If we can get you passport.
Yeah, I will
You can-
try it.
Okay. I have a request. Can we leave not in these tunnels?
This was kind of gonna be my thing.
Okay, if you're gonna leave in these tunnels, I'll leave in these tunnels. Fuck it, let's leave in these tunnels. Which one of these tunnels leads to the airport, though? Guess we should walk in that direction.
That way.
Oh, we've been walking the wrong way!
Yeah.
Oh my god, Booba! They're going to make you wear a shirt on the airplane.
That's okay.
And shoes. Well, I mean, they take... Okay, so here's the thing. They make you take off the shoes to go through this little, like, metal detector thing. And then you put the shoes back on. Why they don't just get a better metal detector, I will never know. Don't worry, we'll have a great time in Africa. No metal detectors there.
Okay, I'm ready.
Maybe we stop by the forest first. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe. I'm ready.
See you at the airport.
See you there.
Much better than Dubai.
Thanks for watching, guys. Ooh, hope you all enjoyed. I don't know how long I'll be gone, but I'm assuming 4.0, so we'll see. See you next time.